Right, I may as well do this very, very quick. Look, I finally got it, and it's got that lovely cover there. It. Now, quick review. Now, Fast Forward Reviews did a review for it. I have it on VHS. I have it on DVD. I've had it that long on VHS. It's now been put into the collection, like you can just see off screen there. It knocks it. You see it quite often. Now, I bought it for Jack for Christmas. Wrapped it up for him a couple of years ago, and Jack obviously sent me a screaming picture of it. And I love the cover of it, and I wanted it in my collection. Obviously, I do have the new It as well, and part 2 is coming out later on this year. And revisiting that. See, a lot of people now go, oh yeah, like the new one's really creepy. I still think Tim Curry owns Pennywise. That's the scene at the start with Georgie, and not Georgie, the little girl, where the fucking wind blows and he's just fucking terrifying. Like, fuck CGI. Like, yes, he's got a bulbous head with red fucking hair, but he's just like, it's fucking terrifying. It's that fucking expression on his face. Like, well done, Tim Curry, for that. Right. I listened to it with the commentary. The commentary on it is absolutely fantastic. It's a long watch. Unlike the DVD where you've got to turn the fucking thing over. It's one of them blank discs. I don't even know where the DVD is now. But it's a blank disc where you've got to turn the disc over. So you can watch it in 2 parts. It was designed for 2 parts. And unfortunately on Blu-ray, it's cropped down the sides. Which anyone watching will be frustrated about. Because everyone likes it fucking full screen, HD, 4K, fucking everything you can imagine. But that's the way it was filmed. It was filmed for television. You know, like the ratio was all... It was filmed like that. You know what I mean? It's been preserved. The commentary on this, though, as well, is brilliant. From the creator and also the older cast. And it bounces quite in between. It's not one conversation. It's not the director with the cast. It curves in. But it's a long watch. In fact, it took me nearly 8 nights to watch this. Every time I was going to bed, commentary on, click, click, click. But there's a lot of great stuff. There's a lot of great information on the commentary from the book, which I haven't read, and I've got 4 different versions of it. Started it. I don't know. I'm a fan of Stephen King. I struggle reading his books. I'm a fan of like Brian Freeman and stuff like that, or a Killian H. Gore, or a Peter Laws. But you know, it's a hard book to take around when you're travelling. You could literally just smack somebody in the face and kill them with it. I'm sure as well it's holding up that shelf back there, the big book. Anyway, but no, Tim Curry owns it. I think a lot of the casting's really good. I do think some of the casting isn't. I do think Seth Green should be in the new It as an older adult, as a cameo. If he's not going to play Richie, a cameo. The kids are really well cast, most of them. The Henry Bauer things, the scene with the white light and all that, and it's on the tracks, and just that's terrible. It's done really well. There's like Pennywise and the Moon. Hey, there's some really great stuff for the television era, and like stuff like The Stand that came out, the Langoliers. This is the best of the best. The Langoliers suffers from special effects that haven't aged really well, of a story that's really long, and the more you look at the Langoliers you realise that some of the acting isn't brilliant. Again with this, you know, again when you're watching The Stand and you think, oh fucking hell, look at that, it's him, and oh fucking hell, it's Ed Harris, oh fucking hell. There's so many people in The Stand, double denim guys, well, again, no, there's something about the way this one's made. It's great that it's 2 parts, but it's together. It's not like with the new one we've had to wait. And yes, it's frustrating to wait to find out what they're going to do, but like this was presented as a 2-part, a 2-night hook, and it's really well made television. It's really well wrote, and a lot of people like, yeah, the new one's a lot more scary. I think Tim Curry owns it. You know, and there's a lot of great visual effects for the time. The hand coming out of the book. That is brilliant, you know what I mean? And when he comes up the pony tie, it's just fucking clever filmmaking for the time. CGI and stop animation. You know, again, it's this product of the time for the budget. But no, I really do enjoy it. The comedy was so interesting, but so epically long. But it's like 7 parts, the first one, and they're all coming back to Derry for the big confrontation, big like spider things and all that. But the new one did, you know, like go on the whole why does he float down here and stuff like that. But and it is a bit more brutal than you one. But yeah, I think for how it was made, when it was made, it's brilliant. And it was just great to pick it up on Blu-ray. As I say, apart from it being cropped, you know. But yeah, everything. Like even the scene where you see older Richie, when it has that massive panel around the backstage, and like the phones are, and it all goes from the phone and goes round and just comes around, and you see Richie presenting on the television, and it comes right up to him, like, you know, clap, 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 see you later. He walks off set, you know what I mean, to the phone. You think that's just been well thought about, you know. There's been a lot of time to sit and think. And Tim Curry, I mean, it's just, again, it's great. But again, the commentary is absolutely worth getting it. It's the only extra feature on the Blu-ray. Yeah. So even like, I mean, the commentary is on the DVD, even though you got to turn the fucking over halfway through. It does feel like it has been chucked out. Yes, it probably could have been restored. Yes, they did bring a steelbook out. Yes, there's far too much fucking blood in the face in the remake, which is like, ooh, look at that balloon, bang, you know. But yeah, just a rant. I've literally looked at my watch, said I've got, right, 10 minutes left after filming my review for Ball, and realised, you know, it was done. Did watch Pet Sematary. It's going to Pet Sematary as well. I listen to the comedy on Pet Sematary is really as well, the original. The kid is creepy as fuck in that. You know, but this is a one where it was made as a movie. This is not a TV movie. It's very around about the same time. You know, like the fucking Road from Hell. You know, like the two houses across, the old guy across the road who was made look like creepy as fuck. He's made to look older. I like the idea that there's a cemetery, but then a creepy fucking cemetery above it. That was a great persona. The cat coming back, the screaming cat, reanimating a fucking creepy cat. Then the kid. That kid is just creepy as fuck. And then the whole scene with the sister on the bed, and like, ugh. Again, it was a compressed movie. But it's one of those things with Stephen King where, when it's not like Stand By Me, I mean, they go into this and the commentary on it, they're on about like Stephen King spends a lot of time talking about abuse when he's younger. Not him, but in general, and kids or whatever. And Stand By Me is a perfect example where it's a great story of childhood. And that's you know what I mean, when you watch Stand By Me, that's amazing. But then you take that and you take Dreamcatcher and you chuck in like, my best friend's a fucking alien. I do this, and you think, hang on a minute, Morgan Freeman's flying around in a helicopter. Morgan Freeman can't be a bad guy. But no, again, Morgan Freeman's a bad guy. And you get the clusterfuck that is Dreamcatcher, and you think, again, it goes down to like the Vision's content. But like the problem with making Stephen King is he's a book about this long. It's like Dark Tower. I actually just got Dark Tower Steelbook. I fucking hated the movie, but the Steelbook was £4 on Zoom. Fucking Steelbook. That's good. Might revisit it and start shooting the place up again, like Elba Cyber. But it's like you take a book like that and you make an hour, 1 hour 20-minute movie, and you think, fucking hell, what? There's a lot to go in, and you're always going to find criticism. I am just totally ranting about Stephen King randomly. It, Stand By Me, the fucking hospital one with the fucking armadillo. That was the German Shepherd that talks German. Kingdom Hospital, that was just fucking weird. The Shining, I love it. He hates it. Secret Window, I like it. People fucking absolutely hate that one. Yeah, I'm just killing time. I mean, I've got a Shining tattoo there. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Aye. Yeah. Aye. So yeah, it is worth owning on Blu-ray. It's great to watch. It's great commentary. Again, the frame rates, the box sensation, it's there, not there. And Pet Sematary, that looks lush, and that comes with a nice great commentary by the director Mary. I think it's Mary, and you know, she's repressing. Silver Bullet is one movie that needs released in the UK, and I need to say this right now. This is the very end of this video. There are two versions of Silver Bullet. It's been reclassified as a 15 now, it wasn't 18, and I think it's more to do with the extra content now not being on it. The director's commentary on the one where it just says Silver Bullet and you look at it on the back and it's landscape is fucking fantastic, because he's reflecting on a movie he made in the early 80s, 20 years later. I love commentaries, and that is one of the best. Because he's like, right, this is just like Jaws. We didn't have a fucking werewolf, so we just had to fucking make it up. Very interesting how he extracts how he wanted to write it and bring it to life from Stephen King's novel, The Circle of the Werewolf. I'll see you in the outtakes. So there we go. There's 3 It books on there. There's another little one somewhere, but the big one is holding that shelf up. They're DVDs to watch. Is Dark Tower up there? See Dark Tower next to Green Hornet? Yeah, Steelbook. There's a lot of random films up there to watch. That's probably a sneak peek of review Rant Randoms on the cards, as well as War Games. I might give up on War Games. Oh, I forgot about Voodoo. That'll have to go. Just watch that one as well. Aquaman and Creed. You know. Hills of Eyes, had a plan for that on Monday. That went down the pan. But yeah, I've been Stu Mason. Thanks for watching. Goodbye for now.
And now, the end is here.